Reading.
So, we're going to be looking at part of a sequence from Andre Galvao versus Braulio Estima. And first, we're going to start in the single leg X-guard position. The first idea that Andre Galvao has to pass is to control the leg a little bit lower so you can kill the hook to a certain degree. Pop up real quick, come down into the mount, and if it's grabbing the collar, then you go right into an arm lock. So, that's technique number one. Single leg X, step over, grab my gi right here to an arm lock. So I'm going to go here, pop up, grab the arm lock, and get it. So that's one technique that you could learn off this situation. Technique number two is, I guess, what you could effectively call a back step or a long step pass. Tries the same idea. He comes in more aggressively like a smash pass, trying to push the leg over, gets control of the leg as much as possible, and he tries to back step out with the idea of this coming off and then working the pass from there. But the only thing is, it didn't come off. So that's the risk that you play. You know, maybe you can use your other hand to help, but you're coming in here, smashing the hook, trying to get control of it. Then I take a big back step, hope that this comes off, and then comes here so you can push off with your opposite hand. So he tries to step over the hook. Either way, that's what he tried to do. First, stepping over to the near side, maybe working an arm bar. Who knows, because we didn't get to see it. Second is stepping off this way, depending on the situation. Now, let's talk about how Braulio recovered. When he stepped over like this, he let go of this hand, pushed me over, and then used his flexibility to make space and return to the original position, back. Okay, so push, circle the leg in, make space, and then return. The second one, we've already alluded to how he countered. The hook simply didn't come out. So we came here, and we lost our balance. Eventually we came back up, and he tries the grip, tries the whole thing again. Only right as he goes for it the second time, like right as he does, Braulio makes this grip. This is very important to how the whole sequence unfolded, because when he tried the back step, obviously it's not coming out. We ended kind of awkwardly, and then eventually what he was able to do is get his hook in, use it to push off and come up for the takedown here. Go ahead and keep the ankle lock grip for just a moment more. We're in this position and his hook slides out. He's able to free it. So Braulio, check it out. With this grip, it's so easily missed if you watch one of the videos online. Not the one that kept switching from camera to camera, but it's very easy to miss. So they both had grips here. He pulled guard. And then what Andre tried to do was let's turn a little bit. He tried to sprawl backwards and do essentially a quick X pass. Right as he pulled guard, kick the leg back, get his head positioned in tight, and pass. So that's going to be a good one to drill too. Let's just drill that without this grip. So the guy pulls guard right here, and you pass the guard right away. So you've learned 3 moves. You've learned the 2 X-guard ones. Not such a big fan. I have tried them and I have been successful at the higher level, but not that successful. He's just looking for openings, I think. It's kind of his style. You know, he just does it, see what happens. This one's really great though. Sprawling the leg backwards. And then getting the good head position and walking around before he gets the guard established. Okay? But Braulio has long legs. Come back here. So, as he's trying to get around, get the grip on my pants again. As he's trying to come around, Braulio was able to hook my leg into the half guard and lock down here. So this is kind of funky because it's actually a little lower like this. It's a hard grip to try and get rid of. Very, very hard. So he comes into this position, doesn't feel comfortable basing his leg out this way, okay? Because maybe you can pull it, whatever. And then this leg kind of comes over and plays this position. Now Braulio's leg, first it was on this side for a little bit, kind of went into this position. But this leg is going to be stopping me from pass this way. And his hand is going to be used in the collar to kind of support the leg from going down. You see how it's a little bit of a support right there? So it can kind of brace your leg. Now what Andre does is he takes this hand and he underhooks on this side, underhooks the leg on this side. And he starts to try and kind of awkwardly press forwards like this. Why? Because he would love nothing more to control this leg, release this grip, control this leg, walk around, and pass the guard on this side in a leg drag. That's what he wanted to do. I mean, you can pass this way with the underhook right here, but when he has that leg and he's tying you up, it's very difficult to pass in this way. So this was kind of played awkwardly. I think he was waiting for him. He had to base with his hand constantly because he didn't get good base with the leg because his leg was being sucked in. So he kind of felt here, but I would like to grab here and then run around to the other side and pass. So he kind of comes here. Braulio uses his leg to this one point to kind of square him up like this, kind of squares, and it's about this time Braulio's leg comes over and Andre makes this grip on his gi. And he starts to sprawl and walk around like this. The idea of getting his head in position, kind of like the original one where he pulled guard, and get the pass, okay? So that's kind of a signature Andre pass. Could be done from like the leg weave. He could, from right here, grab the pants, sprawl backwards and just walk around with this grip here. But first he just started here, it wasn't working. Then when he felt it was good, switched to this and tried to duck his head. Tried to duck his head into his belly, but it didn't work. The leg was too obnoxious. So, once you're in this position, let's see what the best angle would be for this. Let's turn around completely right here. Once you're in this position, this leg I've kind of negated. I'm so far past him, even though I'm not past the guard. I take this leg and I come in here. Now look, I'm gonna do a windshield wiper with my back legs, like this. And then, how you could end, he didn't get the pass. He was a little slow, he got kind of caught up on the windshield wiper moment, is you can end in a leg drag position. So you can push the leg and drag the leg. Let's look at that one really quick. So, I have my grips on his leg right here. I was trying to duck my head in. Okay, no grip for easiness sake, so you can learn a pass out of a situation. I'm here, the leg is being obnoxious, my knee goes over, I windshield wiper, and then leg drag. Alright, and that's where we're going to stop. Some cool things happen. What happened after that is Braulio, to defend a pass, they kind of went back and forth from side to side a little bit. Braulio had an invert, and then went for the Sean Roberts calf slicer after, but it wasn't tight. And then Andre ripped it out. This is all from memory, so please excuse me if some of the small details are wrong. But look at the big picture as far as some of the passes and grips that were being utilized. I hope you enjoyed it. This one was by request and by memory as well. So rock on F12.